Let me pause for a moment and just open it up to some questions if you have some. Sometimes that will generate a particular area of interest. Yes, sir.
You was talking about the titling after 2003. So if you buy a used bike or quad or whatever, then does it have to be titled and registered?
Yes, sir. If it's purchased after December 31st of 05, there was a lag there. 03, actually January 1 of 04 for registration. January 1 of 06 for titling. So even if it's a used machine, if it's purchased after that timeline, it's still required to be titled. You know, the catch there is, how am I going to know? Probably not, unless if it's an 07 machine. I'm not a real smart guy, but I can figure that was probably purchased after 06. So, but otherwise, it could be tough to, from an enforcement standpoint, to really know.
And then where would we go to get a title and registration?
The title is done through the Bureau of Motor Vehicles, and they would have title applications. If it's a new machine or purchased through a dealer, the dealer can help you with that titling and registration. Then you go online through the Bureau or through the Department of Natural Resources for registration of the machine. That's a little more complicated because generally with a motorcycle or any other type of motorized vehicle, the titling and registration is done through the Bureau of Motor Vehicles. There was, you know, it was kind of like we had always done the registration, so we kept that registration portion when the lending institutions, and we were advocates of it as well, but it was really being driven by the lending institutions to obtain titling. And the Bureau took that over because there is an excise tax component to the titling. Yes, sir.
Are golf carts included in this?
No,
we're seeing a lot of the quads and the golf carts and the Rhino type things
right.
at different rallies, and you know they're operating them at questionable situations.
Yeah, and it's really become complicated because of the designs of a lot of these machines. You know, used to it was pretty clear what a golf cart was. I mean, a golf cart was for use on the golf course, and typically had golf clubs in the back of it. But nowadays, not so. Obviously, there's It's golf carts are exempt from the definition of an off-road vehicle, and I see a lot of golf carts that look a lot like off-road vehicles to me. But the Gators are an off-road vehicle, and it's and I get asked a lot. You know, at what point does a golf cart become an off-road vehicle? And it's I don't have a good answer to that. If it's got golf clubs in on the golf course, it's a golf cart. So, or beer cooler, I'm not sure which. So. If it's got golf clubs in a beer cooler out in Brownsburg, then it may be still a golf cart. I don't know.
Well, that brings up another part of that is let's say if they're on private property, not at an ABATE function, that would never happen. But if they're drinking and driving that vehicle on private property, is that still in violation of the alcohol law?
No, other than a public intox, there would be no other operating while intoxicated type of violation. Which is not true on an off-road vehicle. If a person is operating, the same minimum requirements for intoxication are applied to the operation of an off-road vehicle as it would an automobile. And not a big problem, really. We get more of that with snowmobile operation than we do off-road vehicle operation. Our biggest problem, really, certainly the biggest risk group are those inexperienced operators. And as you well know, that doesn't always mean young, but generally it's young operators.